Okay, so this is a bit of a different video that I usually make, but I had to just get this out because I just wanted to talk about it. There were two movies that came out a couple of months ago which were absolutely amazing, but I haven't seen them, which that's not the point, maybe. But it was The Backrooms and Obsession. Obsession doesn't really count with what I'm gonna talk about here, but two great horror movies, and I thought about mentioning it because it has a YouTuber. But yeah, with the Backrooms, it was made with the Backrooms was a creepypasta, right? That came out around like 2020, 2021, and it was great. A bit scary, the thought about it, and then it became a bunch of shit post a couple of years ago, and now Kane Person made a series about him, YouTube, and then led to the movie, which absolutely great achievement for him. However, now a bunch of studios are beginning to like greenlight, I guess, a bunch of creepypasta horror movies like Siren Head, Mandela Catalog, and I think Cartoon Cat was now greenlit for a studio. I don't remember, but Steven Spielberg is working on the Mandela Catalog, which sounds fucking awesome. Steven Spielberg. He's the movie guy. But yeah, with this trend of big studios seeing the success of horror movies, aka Backrooms and Obsession, I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like that soon uh, these creepypasta movies will only be made just for the movies because the studio sees, oh, Backrooms did great. Well, okay, let's make a bunch. Let's make a movie about Jeff the Killer. And I know that was a movie that was planned, but I think the reason why it was never made was because nobody knows who is like the rightful owner of Jeff the Killer, something like that. And with also a movie that came out years and years ago, it was like 10 years ago, was the Slender Man movie. It had a badass poster, I'm not gonna lie, but the movie was so shit. And that is I think one of the reasons. There's probably a bunch of other reasons, but one of the reasons that I heard was there was a murder, or there were two people and they had a friend, and they tried to kill that friend, all for Slender Man, because they believed in that. And she got sentenced, both of them got sentenced because she survived, I think. If she didn't survive, then I'm sorry, rest in peace. But yeah, the movie did pretty shit because they had to change a lot of the scripts about it, because the recent incident with that affected the movie pretty heavily, because it would have been probably controversial with what they've originally had, and it kind of shows with the teaser that they had back then. So yeah, back to the point. I think horror movies mainly uh, mainly creepypastas that turn into horror movies, and psychological horror. Psychological horror is probably one of my favorites. Like Silent Hill 2, fucking terrifying, but still pretty great. But I feel like that will become like uh it'll lose its soul, I guess, because so many studios just be like, oh, people like psychological horror. Let's only do that. Like I say, just I'm not saying it will happen 110%, but there's a slight gut in my feeling. Um, I don't know if someone else talked about it or has a thought about it, but I just want to make this video to quickly um just let that out, because it has been bothering me for weeks and weeks, ever since Mandela Catalog and Siren Head movie was announced. And to be honest, I didn't watch the Backwards movie and the Obsession movie, so I don't have any say if the movie's absolutely amazing or not. I heard some pretty great things about it, mainly Obsession, But me being a wuss, I did not go to see them, and also there were other stuff that happened that could make me watch them, which I'm not gonna go into here now because there's some personal stuff. So yeah, that's really about it. Just my concern with the horror movie genre and the creepypasta movies that's gonna come out. Before I leave, I was gonna say I can make two other videos, and that is I can make a video of discussing mm, what franchise could be made into a movie. I think also I could also talk about that soon, like next decade maybe, that we Gen Z men. No, but I think our generation will like start to make adaptations of what we used to have, and we'll actually have a good Minecraft movie. You know, the one that we have. You know, it's dumb, it's bad, but it's dumb fun. You know. But yeah, that's really about it. So I'll say goodbye, and like all the YouTubers say, like and subscribe, or else this spider will be in your closet. Woo! And also a video just talking about we will I what movies I want to see turned into like a video game, The Wind. But yeah, so fuck man, I can't know, so I don't know what to say now. Fucking window, the ghost. Ooh.